There you go.
Hello, Jay.
Hi, bro.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good evening to everybody.
Yes. So I just did a grand opening introduction about yourself, bro.
Oh, I saw that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opening. It was great. First of all, thank you so much to Gogo-outdoor for inviting me here today. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and actually, especially I mentioned this part, a hard ruling male model. It's like, yeah.
Thanks,
That's
bro.
right, bro. Yeah, that's right.
So, how's MCO going on with you? How's things?
Oh, things with me is super good. Okay, because I'm working as a teacher and a fitness trainer as well. So teaching wise, online classes and fitness online classes as well. So everything going online. What about you, bro?
So far, I'm stuck back at home. For past 1 month, I've been cooking. I've been working out back in my balcony. That's the only thing that I'm doing. But I think we can start working slowly. So I think I'm gonna try it out tomorrow. I'm gonna go back to office tomorrow.
Oh my god, bro! I think you're complete. I guess you can cook.
It's actually part of my hobby that actually I kept aside. So MCA was a very good chance for me to take it up back again, and I'm doing it.
That's right. That's right. Okay, bro. Now, my first question, of course, when it comes to interview, when it comes to hosting, the first question is, tell me about yourself. Because this question is very suitable for you because you're into so many things, bro. So many things. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So if I want to list it out, I can list it out. Maybe I'll list it out later. All right. So tell me about yourself.
Okay, my name is Nevaashan. An accountant by profession. I started my entire passion, which currently they see as my as a host. Actually, I started it with dancing. So dancing into modeling, went into acting, then I went into hosting. So this is how the career started. I love sports. Sports is something that I cannot let go of. Football is my priority, followed by gym.
Nice.
Okay. I think that's enough for my introduction, right?
Yes. Because my next question, I'm gonna list it out.
Okay.
Okay. So I need to take a breather first. Yeah. Football, fitness, dance, stage play, local cinema, hosting. The list goes on. Okay. So everything's different. Totally variety of your backgrounds, bro. Even a person working like two different jobs also to manage the time, 24 hours, I don't think it's enough. But how you can juggle all this together?
I think I've answered these questions many times. People have asked me this thing. The first and important thing is prioritizing things. Second is the interest. So ever since small, when I was studying itself, I was into dancing. So when I used to go to school, when I come back, when I have my homeworks to settle, yet I'll have my dance class and my shows to go on. So in order for me to attend my class, my mom will definitely torture me to complete all my homeworks and all these things. So I have to fit everything in before I go to the most important part of my life, which is dancing. So from there, the practice is already there. So when it comes now, so when I get my job, the first thing I do is I prioritize every single thing. So how am I going to execute everything so that I don't fail in any of these things? So first thing is priority. Second thing will be, if you really like something, you will definitely chase it. So you will never miss it.
Wow, that's short and simple. Yet sweet. Okay, bro. Another thing I just want to remind you that if you can see any questions down there, like if your followers or my followers, like if they're watching a question, do question them if you want. All right. So anytime.
I'm saying all my friends are coming in one by one. Yes.
Right. Okay, and my next question, bro. When did you start to explore or identify your potential? Who helped you to notify, like, okay, I think you should go try this. You should try this. You try to venture this and all stuff.
Okay, if you ask me this question, I have to answer you honestly. It's my mom. Because two incidents. She told me that when I was like 4 years old or 5 years old, I was like dancing non-stop in a function where people were asking, who's this little boy who's keep on dancing for 2-3 hours? So that's where she noticed that I can do something, and she always wanted me to pursue into dancing. And so ever since that, she's like, okay, Nevaashan, you have to dance. Okay, my mom is not a dancer, my dad is not a dancer. Like, we don't have anything related to that in our family background. So she wanted to see me into that. So when time passed, when I grew up, the only way she knew that I had a talent and she wanted to make this more out is school. We used to go to school, we used to get 50 cents those days. So for me, in order for me to get extra 20 cents for me to buy whatever I like, that's how she threatens me. Okay, you wear this blazer and you come up with one Rajinikanth's dialogue or something like that. So that's how I get my school money every day. So not only that, whenever we have cousins or any family friends, anyone visits home, that's it. Okay, Nevaashan can do this, Nevaashan can do that. So I need to go and drag the blazer and come back. So I used to get so annoyed when I was young. So actually, she is the first person who identified that I can do something. So from there, it went up, moved slowly towards the school, towards performance, and then school band troupe and everything. And until my secondary school, she went and she found lots of dance classes outside. So she wanted me to go on more, and then she put into a dance academy, and that's how I grew up.
Right.
So mom who identified all these things.
Well, I think parents are always the best, I guess. They know. Yeah. Okay, right. So now I'm going to bring you back a little, go back again, after you mentioned all these things, right?
Okay.
After from your child and then from your school life, now we're going into this college and university life. Okay, now I got to know that you're from Uni 10.
Yes, I'm a proud Uni 10 student actually.
All right, so those who are Uni 10 followers, okay, so Nevaashan is from a Uni 10 as well. And you know what's the best part? He's not a normal average student. He is holding a vice president for overall Uni 10 and a president for Uni 10, Muazzam Shah. Am I right?
Yeah.
Tell me about it, bro.
Actually, campus life is the best life that everybody will enjoy definitely during the time. So for me, my entire career started back in Uni 10 at the year 2007. So when I went in there, I was like, okay, where am I? In the jungle. It's fully surrounded by jungle. For me, Uni 10 was only in Bangi. I didn't know that they had a campus back in Muazzam Shah in between Rompin jungle. So I was like, okay, I need to do something. So that's how I started exploring. From the very beginning of the orientation, I already had lots of friends. Like we know this is the family for the next 4 years. We have to get lots of friends and we have to grow on from there. So the path started. Initially, I was in this Indian Cultural Bureau during my foundation. So there is one particular role which is called the Program Bureau, that's the main person who initiates all the events for the students over there. So I was lucky enough, I was the first foundation student, that young chap who got that position at that time. So usually all the final year students will get that particular position. I think they know that I dance and I'm from this background, so they wanted me to initiate that. Holding that position, I managed to make a successful event for the first year. Followed by that, I also danced in Uni 10. So I used to have lots of friends around me. So my seniors said, okay, why don't you try into the student council? I said, no, that's like representing the entire Uni 10. I'm not going to do that. They said, no, you should try it. So I said, okay, why not? Let's give it a try. So I had good friends around me. I had really good friends around me to support me. My seniors were there to support me. So I went on, I stepped in. So we need to go on voting basis. So, okay. Then we had to do campaigns. We have to speak. So that's the time I noticed that actually there's lots of people who were there to support me. So I stood and I won the election with the highest vote. And I would proudly say that it's 13 years of history. I was the first non-Muslim to win the highest vote in campus. So that's how the journey started. So it was a fantastic.
That's a good one, bro. And bro, I just have to highlight this. I think Rina Pritini, I guess. Yeah, she mentioned just now like she's the biggest fan of you, and she's saying that you had a lot of fans too. And okay, but there's another question. Sorry, Rina, tell us about your facilitator moments.
Facilitator moments.
Yeah.
Oh, facilitator moments. I mean, I think the first year I was the facilitator. The second year, when I was already in the students' council, I was already taking lead of the entire facilitators. So I think compared to all my facilitator moment, that is the best part of it. Usually what we will do is seniors have to drag the juniors so that they behave during the orientation. So since I'm the leader over there, I will put all kind of rules for my facilitators to be very, very strict with these juniors. I really pity my juniors those days. But what is the best part of it is every morning when 5 o'clock they wake them up and they assemble and they get ready in the auditorium. I'll be the coolest chap to come and save their life as if all my facilitators are strict and and all the juniors will go like, okay, abang niwa. So all my fellow friends will hate me for that. Yep.
That was a good one, actually.
Yeah, it was fun. Did you mock? Okay, Rina asked me, did I mock
Any juniors?
No. My juniors were like my little babies down there because I went through that moment when I was there. I had very good seniors who really guided me throughout, who showed me the path, who told me the do and don'ts over there, and told me what do you need to do to survive overall. So I had very good guidance in Unit 10. So I didn't do that.
That's right. Good to hear that. Sorry, bro. Like, I can imagine, if you guys watch this movie, Minnali, right? Maddie,
Yep.
yeah. I can imagine that.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, right. So my last question for the first half. Other than student council, you have played many roles in leading people in university. What's your leadership skill style? Okay, is it like you will adapt to people's lifestyle or you'll make them to follow your lifestyle? Like, in a good manner.
Okay. When it comes to leadership, I mean, when we mentioned this thing, everybody takes it so serious. Everybody takes it like, oh, it's a very huge responsibility. It's very difficult. So for me, I've always, even though it's a very important role, I've always taken it very easy and simple. That's the only way I can control it. So only need three things for me. Like, I only keep my objectives. I have my plans. And the most important, the third thing is I will definitely get to know the strength of the people that I'm working with. With all three combined, I can definitely make this thing happen. One example that I can give for this question that you asked me is definitely my parents themselves. Like when I was schooling time, my mom used to do spot check if I'm studying in the room. So whenever she opens the door, she see me dreaming, she'll say, hey, close the book, come outside. I'll be like, huh? Why? She said, you're dreaming, you're not studying, you come outside. So the next day, because of the guilt feeling, I will myself go and take the book and I'll start studying. So that's the same thing that I do for every single person that I work, including my office today. When I go in and I see my staffs, if I see them dreaming, like sometimes we need to work on weekend and also public holidays. So when I see them working, to give them a shock, sometimes we will go like, okay, today no need to work until 5 o'clock. Shut off, 3 o'clock, we close the door. So the next day when they come in, they started appreciating what we did one day before and the work gets extra quality on the next day. So yeah, we try to adapt to whatever they are. So get to know their strength.
That shows like you as a leader, you're not a boss, that shows you are a leader. That's very good, bro. Even I'm learning from you as well how to be as a leader, because being as a boss and leader is totally two different things.
Correct. Especially this generation, all the youngsters that we have, they don't like when people dictate them. So it's better for us to guide them. So I think they enjoy working in a friendly environment instead of controlling them and putting them into the rules and regulations and asking them to work. Very difficult.
Well, that's the point. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Working at the young people nowadays, instead of force them to do, you will ask them what you want to do, in which way you want to do.
Yeah, correct.
Let them do their way, right?
Correct.
Bro, salute. Okay, bro, one last question before we move on to our rapid fire question. Okay, all right. How did you gain, you won in the highest vote for non-Muslim category, right? So how did you gain, how you gain that support? Like from the trust or from, okay, I know Neva's super good, okay, we can trust him. Like what makes them to think in that way?
Okay, of course, it was very difficult for us to go in because we had the minorities in university that time. So the first thing, like what I said, events that I did. So they saw the quality of the events, how we did it, and then that gathered few friends. So they started pulling me into other activities. So I start merging with other associations and working. I also initiated 2 Malaysian Book of Record under Unit 10. One was for the Indian Cultural Bureau under my seniors. We did the 40,000 oil lamp logo, World Peace logo. And the second Malaysian Book of Record was 100,000 paper ball, One Malaysia logo that we did. So we had to gather the entire team, and we did that with a huge support. So all that was an assurance for all of them that we can run. So I think all that put me forward to my friends, and I had lots of support there, especially also sports, football. I play football for United, so that was also another thing that majority people knew me there. So it went on well.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Good. Okay,
I
right.
think
So
many people on the comment chat, I think all of them are my friends.
Parson is here. Wow, Parson in the house, bro.
Everybody is here, and some of them are asking about football. Manchester United. Tell us how much you hate Manchester United.
Bro, you don't tell me you don't like MU.
No, I'm a die-hard fan of Manchester United. I'm a
Oh, thank God. All right, that's good. Okay, so yes, I know he hates menu. Wow, okay.
No, I'm not against Menu.
Okay, good. Okay, bro, now,
Partially. Rapid fire questions.
yes,
Oh.
don't worry, like maybe 4 or 5 questions, and
Okay.
after that we can move on, alright?
Yeah.
Okay, and this question prepared by my girlfriend, because when it comes to rapid fire questions, I'll ask my girlfriend to do that, okay? So, alright,
Okay.
let me see, alright? Okay, first, my first question is, I think this question I asked to K7 bro, this question, so I think this is the right question to ask you as well. If you are a superhero, what would you be?
Definitely Superman.
I think that suits you, bro. Seriously, that suits you.
Thank you, bro.
Okay, first thing, you know why? Because you can do so much thing in, like, you can plan everything. That's first thing. That's when it comes to your character and attitude.
Thank you.
Second, when it comes to in a day job, all right, you look like Mr. Clark. In shape.
Correct. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to be like. Yeah.
There you go. 100% bingo. Okay. All right. My next question. Okay. Okay. What is your favorite movie, bro?
My favorite movie. Definitely, Jilendra Or Kadal was my favorite movie. But what
Okay.
inspired me most was Varnam Mayram. So these two movies are my favorite movie.
Okay. Why Varnam Mayram, bro?
Oh, definitely, bro. For every single young boys who have been going to gym, for us, the most inspiring movie is Varnam Mayram. For me, the moment I saw Surya on that movie, I came to my bed and I slept the next day. When I woke up, I was like, Surya. All the way. And that's how the gym started. So yes, definitely Varnam Mayram is the most inspiring movie.
Right. I think
I commented on that.
Kesuvan's here as well.
Surya apps.
Hi, bro. Okay. Right. All right. Okay, that's very good. Even myself, like even the other day, I was talking to Kesuvan as well, and yeah, I think all of us, for now, who are people like really venture themselves in fitness, I think the first step was Surya. Surya was like, brought us here. I think, yeah.
Correct.
Now, especially when he's working out in the gym, my God, that was like the
I think I played that particular scene more than 1,000 times for me to just keep on watching.
motivation, bro.
Motivation, yes.
Okay. Okay, now the question is going to be a bit weird, so just hang in there, bro. Okay, what ridiculous thing has someone tricked you into doing or believing?
Believing in me is something which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think if my friends are watching this, majority of my friends will talk about my punctuality. But I admit only to my friends I play with that, but not with anybody else on my work. I am particulars there. One of my friends is already there. Summer question. Ridiculously believe whenever speaks about punctuality or anybody says, oh, Nevaashan is on time to this place, Nevaashan is doing it great and stuff, all my friends will stare at me one kind because I don't keep it up on time, only with my friends and my family members. Other than that, I'm okay.
I mean, yeah, I do understand. When it comes to family and friends, like, yeah,
Yeah.
we can be flexible. But when it comes to work purpose, yeah, I do understand that. We have
It's
to be...
correct. Yeah, they say 10 minutes equals to 1 hour for Nevaashan. Correct.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, next. What is the dumbest way you have been injured?
Injured?
Yeah. Like, oh my God. This one so I can get injured.
I think seriously, going through that injury. Like I think last year November I had one. Not even 5 minutes into the pitch, all I wanted to do is just pass the ball. I went and kicked the floor. I don't know what I was dreaming, and until today, 6 months, I'm still suffering with the toe injury, and it's not going on. So for me, until today, I can't take it. If I would have played the match for 45 minutes, and if I've got through that, I would have really feel satisfied. But the problem is, it was not even 5 minutes entering the pitch, and I got that.
Oh my god.
Hey.
It's still in your head, right?
Yep.
Okay, one last question, okay?
Alright.
Alright, if you get caught in any trouble, whom you will rely to help you out? Last question.
Who will I rely? Definitely my friends. Definitely my friends. I think if I'm getting caught for something, the first person who will jump out of panic is my mother. So I will never call my mother for that or my father for that. So I think I'll call my friends. Definitely my best friends who are out there, Lokesh, Suren, and Sinu. These guys are the one who's there. These guys knows very well whenever I have issues that I'll call them. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yep.
Okay. All right, bro. So we're done with the rapid fire question. So
Right.
just want to make it as fun as we can, So just want to know more about the funny side of yourself,
Right.
Okay. That's the purpose of it. Okay. Now, my next question will be some funny experience on stage. You're a host and also you are modeling. So it's it's on a stage, but it's two different kind of stages. You understand what I mean?
Okay, right,
So,
correct.
is there any funny things happen during your hosting or modeling?
A lot. Definitely, if you speak about hosting, compared to backstage is the most, because whenever I come on stage, I try to cover up as much as things. A funny thing about me is majority people on the set will know when I do hosting is I'll go missing. I'll go missing meaning I won't go missing with my phone or anything. I'll go missing with my script, because my script contains about 70 pages per episode, and I'm not from Tamil school, so I can't read Tamil. So only mine will be Romanized in English.
Okay.
The rest will be, my co-host will be Tamil. So if Revati is watching, I think she was there online just now. She will understand my situation very well. The only question that will ask is, Nevaashan enga kano? Where Nevaashan is? Where is he? Because the moment I finish my scene on stage, once I come down, I love to go to a corner, wall or spot to lean and I will read. So the only thing that all the crew guys will be saying is, find for curtain, you will find for Nevaashan. So that's how they know me at set. So for me, the script and all these things are the most important things. So that's how I see it. If you ask me, modeling, something that I cannot forget is, modeling is something which is very quick. It's like if you're wearing something and you're coming up, it's just split seconds. You walk in and you walk out. So for the very first time when one of our own very well-known designer picked me up for his fashion walk, I was very new. I was very excited at the time. It was for a Samsung walk in Publica. I was wearing it. I was very bulky that time. I was very new into modeling, so I didn't know much about the physics. I was very bulky. So when I was wearing the shorts and also the top, while I was walking on the runway, the zip broke.
Okay.
That was the most funniest thing that I cannot, because I know it is already broken, and people are just sitting next to me on the chair. It's not a stage runway, it's a floor runway. So whenever I turn and pose, every single person can literally, I'm telling you, trust me, that was like, boom. After that was my first experience in walk, and I got that. And after that, everything was very, very constant, very well handled.
Okay, bro. That was a good experience. I mean, that was a good story from your side. Actually, it's two different things, when it comes to modeling and host. Because host, you have to carry the whole show instead of, modeling is just go out but at the same time, there's a stress, there's a pressure as well. I believe that. Yeah. Okay, bro, there's a question. I think Rina asked a question. Wait, Jay, ask Nevaashan to express geram plus smile and annoying face at a time. Huh? Oh my God.
Geram,
Oh my God. Yeah.
how am I doing that? I think I need to try it out in TikTok and then post it out, Rina. I'll do that. I'll definitely try that, okay?
Yeah, watch your latest TikTok, bro, with the gardenia braid.
Yo, trust me, bro. This MCO period, I didn't want to open. I didn't want to step into TikTok. I didn't want to go into TikTok. So, but I was too free. I wanted to explore what is TikTok. So I started loading only few TikToks video, and that's only during this MCU period. I'm not an expert in handling all the things, doing all the editing.
But that's good actually, because after that, like you're showing like how to do the cinnamon roll by using a braid. That was like something. I was like, wait, seriously? Like, because I love cinnamon roll and all stuff, but with braid, wow, that was impressive. So that's cinema in the least to do it actually.
We during this MCU period definitely we can't go and get most of the things. So whatever we have, we try to utilize. How did I incorporate my gardenia idea? Is people were suffering to get gardenia, so I was thinking if I'm gonna do this kind of things, it will reach more people. So that's the only way I brought that in.
All right. Okay. Okay, bro. My next question. How's your family supporting your venture into different fields? You know, different ways of doing it. You know, yeah. Because to focus one thing, it's another level of thinking and mindset you have to do it. But if you have few, so your parents are confused, like, okay, what Nevaashan going to do in the future? Like, he has so many things right in front of you. So, like, as a parent, they have the worry, you know. So, as a parents, how they support you?
I'm very blessed to have a very supportive family. My dad, my mom, and also my sister. Like what I've been saying is the first person who explored all this talent and pushed me into all these lines were them. So like my dad he's a ex-national footballer. So sports is already in the family. So for us itself, our main enemy whenever we play any game, let it be carom, card, bowling, football, any golf or any single thing, for us, he's the biggest competition for us. So sports and every single thing started with him. So when it came to education, my parents are very strict. For them, studies is very important for them. So it blended well. Together with my passion, they didn't have any blockage. They didn't stop me, but in fact, my mom, my dad, they themselves had plans in how can I actually pursue in this particular field of acting and modeling and dancing and every single thing, while also being in my profession. It's all their plan. If you ask me one truth about it, my real ambition was actually to be a chef. I love cooking ever since small. Every single thing is related to chef things, my name and every single thing. I think my friends will know this very well. My mom just didn't want me to go and do that because she said, if you're going to go and be a chef, Saturdays, Sundays, you need to be in events, in hotels, and you cannot go out and do any dancing. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a 9 to 5 job and sit there so that Saturday and Sunday you can go and do all this kind of job. So this is all very well pre-planned. I had a very supportive family since the beginning until now, until this date. It's their wish, I would say, compared to me, even though I'm so into it, I love it, it's my passion. If they were not equally interested with this thing, I think I wouldn't have achieved this much.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's sweet, bro. That's sweet. Because parents, their role in our life is huge. Some parents, they will worry. Some parents, they're like, okay, I trust this boy, I trust this girl. Correct. They can do it. You know, to gain the trust is something which is you have to put more effort to show them that, Mom, Dad, I'm good. Correct. You guys can leave me. But at the same time, I need you guys at my back as well. You know.
I had all the freedoms. I had when I was young, when I was 15, 16. I started performing on stage at the age of 13. So I was already moving out, doing stage shows where my mother and my father will be there at the age of 13. So it was not about anything, but it's just about the trust. The moment they came and saw how things are going, so they can't be coming and following us all the time. So the rest of it, they allow me to do myself. But the only thing is trust. I didn't misuse it. So okay, went on well.
Okay. And bro, I think this question was in our list, but I think they just suddenly just pop up the question. All right, so we're gonna talk about your education. Why Scotland?
Why Scotland? Oh, okay. Actually, I wanted to go and pursue my degree. My mom said no. She said strictly no. She said no. You have to study in local university. Local university is good. You have to be down here. So it is already set in my mind that my masters I need to do it abroad. So I wanted to go and do in Australia, but happens to be one of my friend, my very good friend. Her name is Sindhu. She studied with me in Unitan as well. So she told me that there is this specific oil and gas accounting, costing kind of education which is much more related to you, because I hate numbers, chief. I hate numbers. I don't like accounts. So she said taking this course will divert you into more project management because you like to do this kind of job. You should try it. So me and my friend Surin, both of us have been traveling together since school, also degree. So I told, okay, why not we try this course out? So he said, okay. So everything seems to be fine, and the background of the course was good. So I went there and did it successfully. It's good. It's great.
So you did master in accounts specialized in oil and gas. Wow, bro. I mean, just to mention that also is pretty long, but like it looks very tough. It sounds tough.
It sounds tough, but trust me, the entire experience over there and of me finishing the course was very beautiful because their education style and everything is different over there. And there is, compared to paperworks, we had more field works. So we did lots of projects, lots of presentations. We met lots of people there during that course. So it was more of experience instead of just education over there. It's not that complicated. It's just the basic things.
Right. I think Sini was telling because Jesse from Scotland. Who's that Jesse?
I think he's using the Vinay Tandi Varvaya's.
Yeah. Jesse. Okay, bro. All right. So, actually, like we just got to know about your lifestyle. Like not like exactly. We're not stalking you, but from your what do you call this? Your Instagram stories and all.
Correct.
So, bro, trust me, bro. We didn't hire anyone to observe all our celebrities, bro. All from stories, bro.
Correct. Half of our life is in the story, so it's easy for everyone to know what's happening.
Yeah. But actually,
that's one of my friend from Scotland has said hi, Shahrukh.
Oh, Shahrukh. Hi, Shahrukh.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we do believe that most of our celebrities and those are people who have really achieved. So when we are seeing them, those upcoming people, right? When they watch their stories, they will motivate. So at least you guys as a role model, you guys setting a way not to fall into this, negative way. You know what I mean? So you guys are a big role for those upcoming people, like especially teenagers and all stuff. All right. So we was watching your stories and all, and by the time you go back after you work, you finish everything. By the time you go back about 4 a.m. and then after that next day morning, you have to come back 7 to 9 work, which is the office, and then you have to go to the office at 7 a.m. So that's like office, gym, astro, shooting, dubbing, bro. Every time I have to take my stint, bro. Okay, so how do you manage? How do you handle this, the whole thing? Because I don't think so. 24 hours is enough for you. Trust me.
Right. It's not enough.
It's not enough. So, share me
how actually, like what I said at the beginning of our conversation, it's all prioritizing. The most important thing is the people around. It's very important, and you have to be. For me, I have to be very comfortable with my plan. So whenever I get my job, whenever I get anything in hand, the first people that I inform is my parents. I'll tell them, okay, my schedule is going to be like this for this month, so it's totally going to be like this, so do not disturb me. Same goes to my friends. And secondary thing is my office. I had very good leaders around me. My bosses were very understanding. So whenever I have a job, they give me lots of leeway for me to go and do this kind of acting or whatever comes along my way. So I was very blessed with these two things. The only thing that I feel is tired, but how do I manage this thing is it's just that when you love that thing so much, I think tired will be tired. The word tired is just a secondary thing for me. So all I want to do is get it sorted. So whenever people gives me way, like for example, my office, like you see, like when I go into office at 7 o'clock in the morning, I have been given the off. I can take the off, but yet I didn't want to disappoint any parties which is actually giving me the benefits. So I go in and execute as much as I can. So I manage it. Most of the time, I face this situation during my shoots, Valor and also Superstar, because it was like back to back shoots. So that's the only junction that I faced. Other than that, everything is okay, Chief. When you love the job, I think nothing stops you, bro.
Yeah, actually, I agree with this. The line you said, tired will be a secondary if you love what you're doing. Yeah.
Correct. Right.
Yeah, actually, I agree with that. Yeah, that's a very good line. And
I believe in that. So I feel like you know that this thing excites you. Like for me, after work, sometimes I have soccer at 9 o'clock. If I want, I can take a break and straight away go for my soccer. But I love to squeeze my gym in between. So when I go in, I hit my weights. I don't do my cardio because I can do my cardio in the field when I run. So my parents will be like shouting, "Can't you like rest and go about 9 o'clock?" I said, "No, it's okay." So for us, it's like you love everything. So it's just that you arranging everything. The most important thing is the people around you to understand you. If they can support you, then there is no issues. If you have someone, friends or anybody who's going to keep on nagging for you to be only doing all these kind of things, then it's very difficult for us to move forward.
Yeah, true. I think the people around us, they should understand how's our lifestyle, and then they work together with us. That's very important, That's so beautiful, bro. That's so beautiful. It's so nice to hear, and I'm getting motivated as well. Yeah, that's very good, bro. That's very good. Okay, bro. There's one question which is out of the topic. This from it's Vimala. She posted 2 minutes ago. There you go.
How about his love life? Anyone? Wow, that is very personal. But I think one, I'm single, so I think that's a very clear answer. Single one, Vimala. Thank you for the question, Vimala.
Okay, all the single ladies.
I think Rina Shah also asked the question.
Yeah.
What's your surviving mantra that you chant to yourself to motivate? Oh, I love the word be positive. No matter what happened, for me, #be positive is just the most important thing. Keep calm. Eduvum kadanda pogum. In Tamil, that's the only thing that I'll say.
Yes. That's good. And we have Saha the champ in the house. I think you should know Saha.
Saha! Oh!
All right. So he asked the question, how you avoid negativity?
How do I avoid negativity? When you know it's negative itself, you have to avoid. For me, I try to put less headaches into my head. I mean, this is something that you cannot avoid. Good and bad, they are equal. They do come to us in any form. It's just that how you solve it, which one you decide to keep, which one you decide to push aside is you. So when you know you have got lots of activities and you've got better things and better days ahead, try not to hang yourself to the old things or the negative which is going to pull you down. Trust me, whatever pulls you down is not good for health. Put it aside, keep moving.
All right, that's good. Okay, hang on, bro. Hang on. Just see.
Thanks for answering it. Honestly, bro. Thanks, Vimala. Thanks for the question.
All right. Okay, so my last question will be, life full of ups and downs. Okay, this was actually I really wanted to ask this question, but this question just popped up because, as positive as you can, if you're being as positive as you can, it's one part of your, in your daily life, you start to have something is stopping you. You understand what I mean? There will be like the times where you're getting tired, or maybe you don't have your me time. You understand what I mean, me time, right? So during this time, and how do you manage yourself? Because that particular time to control your mind, you will try to slack off. You understand what I mean? You don't have the motivation to push yourself.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. The me time that you said is very seldom for me. It's very, very seldom for me because most of the time I'm on running. I had my jobs, I've got my gyms, and every single time. I'm a normal human being. We do have feelings, we do flop, we do fall down, we do wake up. But how do I recharge myself is prayers is one of the most important things that I do. I cannot run out of my prayers. So other than that, I don't simply say this, but gym is something which keeps me back in track. Even though I'm tired or even though I'm demotivated, I'm stressed, I can't do anything, even though if I'm going to come back, I tend to carry the same mood everywhere around me. And my parents are the first person to easily to spot if I'm not right. So keeping me busy has always been one way for me to get rid of all my gray areas on the head, which appears most of the time. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm used to it. So that's why when I tend to be busy, sometimes people do say that, hey, you're running too much, you need to have a break. So for me, if I'm going to take a break, it's going to put lots of stress into my head. So I better be running. So I tend to keep lots of things into my file so that I can do lots of things on daily basis.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense. Actually, like if you keep yourself busy, you don't have a time to think about it. You fully
Correct.
focus on what you're doing, right?
Correct. Because you are doing the things that you love. So why are you worried about the things that you don't like? So just keep on doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. All right. Next, bro. Your life will be like. I mean, we know that it will be up and down, and we'll be seeing you today as a strong, successful person. Okay.
Correct.
What about you a long time ago who was seeking for opportunity, and because you had so much talent, and you think like, wow, I can do better than, I can do better, and if I got a chance, of course, if I got a platform, I can perform myself, I can show my talent and all. So you share about that part of your life.
I can start talking about it, but it's a little bit lengthy, so I don't mind sharing experience. I think majority of people won't know this. Actually, tough times were more compared to good times for me in this industry. To be very honest, likewise, dancing. Let's say dancing. Those days we don't have. I mean, like about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, Instagram and Facebook was not there for us. So for us to communicate, promote what we are doing, who we are, and everything, we only had Friendster at that time, and it was a very limited kind of usage and media. So we had to go and find everything manually. For me, I've been dancing and dancing and dancing and dancing until the extent that I get to know every single dance group in Malaysia. But that was the only thing. For me, it was dance, and I don't know where am I heading to next. So that's the time which I got an opportunity. When one part, this is the black story, I mean black side of it for me. I always say this, that if you watch the movie Dawn, Shah Rukh Khan's movie, it was fully taken in Kampung Baru.
Right.
So as a dancer, when I was 16 years old, I went for this audition in Pearl Hotel. So we had about 30 to 40 Malaysian dancers over there. So we was very young. We don't know. We don't recognize anybody. I used to get hit on the head, and people used to say, "Go back. You're not deserved to stand forward," and all this kind of thing. So we have gone through these kind of things. So it's very difficult. It's not easy as what people think for us to come up. And during that audition, when choreographer Shahrukh Khan came and handpicked after the first step, me and my friend was the first person that they picked out of the group, saying that we are qualified for the show. So, you see, every time there is a fall, something good will happen if you really put your heart. So that's how I came up. But on the day, on the shoot, after 1 month of rehearsal and training in Kampung Baru, surrounded by hundreds of people to see Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan was there on the shoot, and Priyanka Chopra was there. We were like talking, and we were preparing for the set and shoot. There was a small argument between some management and also the director, and the only thing that the director told us the entire dancers was, he don't want any Malaysians all out on the day on the set. Trust me, this happened. Yeah, it was a commotion, and then they cancelled it. So just imagine, with so much of dream, that just imagine Shah Rukh Khan, everybody is next to you. You know, you're going to perform. The shoot is going to take place. I waited after the day that they sent us all off. Me and my friend, without giving up, because the choreographer came and told that you wait, you don't go, we will try to speak to the director. We had about 10 dancers. I think 8 of them left. So me and my friend, we waited there at the same shooting spot for 5 days, hoping for them to call us. 5 days. Every day we will go back to the same spot. We waited there to show our face that we came back. So nobody knows. Yeah, so that's how it is. So it's just that you want to achieve something. So on the 6th day when they call us in, they said that, okay, you go and stand. So I was so excited. I went back in, and Shah Rukh Khan was like, hey, you're back. So we were practicing that particular spot of that song. The director only shouted one thing in the hailer. He told that, I called you in to stand in the crowd and clap, not to dance. Go back. You see, it's a humiliation in front of hundreds of people. I faced this when I was 16 years old. So that was all a turning point in my life. I said, no, I need to move myself up. I cannot be going through this. I need people to recognize me. So how am I going to move up? So at the age of 17, when I was in the school, even my acting career is just miracle. Everything which happens after that is all miracle. Trust me. I was in school assembly, and then now, one pretty morning, we had a group of people. They just came and they said, they were standing. I was thinking, who the hell are these guys? Like, all big. Then they were picking out one by one students, and then this one particular guy, he pointed me. The moment he pointed me, I was like, hey, this Anna looks familiar. I said, okay, I went up. I said, why? He said, no, we are going to do one Budi Basa shoot. I need you to come and do the shoot. I was like, acting, oh, you. So it's like, that's where I noticed that I will definitely mention Nana's name. His name is Jaga. He's one of our senior artists in Malaysian industry. So that was my very, very first shoot. It's just a Budi Basa's ad kind of thing that I will share a tupperware of foods with few other colleagues. That particular night, he took my number. He said, you give me a number. I said, okay. So that particular night, he called me and he said, you be ready for tomorrow after school. There is a shoot for you. So that is how things changed overnight for me.
Wow.
So I went, I didn't understand. He asked me to wear black jeans and black t-shirt. I followed him to the shooting spot. That's where I get to know I'm actually acting for Gerak Khas movie, and I was a bank robber with him. So that's how all the small things started. Just imagine 17 years old kid getting a gun in hand, wearing jacket, sitting like that. Bro, I am telling you, I was flying, bro. I was flying, trust me. You see, I didn't expect those kind of things to happen.
Yeah.
It happened through people. So from there, I saw, okay, I can do it. Everybody started saying the expression is good, lah, this guy. So I was continuously getting shoot. At 17, 18, I was continuously shooting and rolling lots of things.
Wow.
So these were all the small moments. Even modeling was the same. It was not as easy as I thought. I gave up. Actually, when you asked me about Scotland's question, the main reason why I went to further my studies was I gave up actually because I don't know what to do. I told my mom, if I'm going to be sitting here, I'm getting more depressed because no opportunities coming in. I wanted to act. I don't get anything. I think there's lots of things that we need if we're going to go into this industry. So just send me out. I want to go and study. So I went there. I was like posting lots of pictures of my travel and every single thing. The moment I stepped down to Malaysia, I received a message from a guy called Sharmin. Currently, today, he's definitely a good friend of mine. I think he's watching this also. He said that, do you want to join this modeling agency? I'm like, modeling, I'm here. I said, I've never done any modeling in my life. I cannot do modeling. I said, I'm not going to do modeling. Then he said, no, you just come and give a try. I said, okay. We have seen so many stages. Okay, lah, this is also a stage. Let's go, just go and just do it. So when I went there, I went into this agency called Azanias. It was an eye-opener for me. I met lots of people, lots of good friends I met there. So I started picking up what is modeling. Through the shows, all the designers started recognizing me. They gave me lots of support. Actually, I was very lucky there. They turned me into who I am today in modeling agency today. And also not forgetting one of my friends who came and gave me a form. She said this is a Malaysian Indian male model search competition. So after 1 year of being in Tanzania, she said, okay, you should go for this competition. I was like, crazy are you? Models mean, must be like, how? Cannot lah, this lah, that. She said, no. So her name is Anu. She was like, no, you do it. I said, okay. So it was like about 180 people, 190 people were in that competition. It was a huge competition, 9 months journey.
Wow.
By God's grace, every single thing went on well. So after 9 months, the finals, I won the first place over there. So that was all life-changing moment. I met lots of people. So the only thing that I feel I utilized, everybody only see the winning of my. The finals was only about winning, but for me, it was more than a winning because on that particular finals night, there were lots of Malaysian directors were there. There were lots of people who rejected me before was there. There were lots of media people. So all I wanted to do is how am I going to steal the limelight of that particular night? I have to do something that they remember me. They can definitely call me back again. You okay?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, call it back again. So I utilized my final stage very well. Because we had dance round, talent round, speaking and everything. So for me, for all that I kept for 4 or 5 years, all my depression and all my stress that I've been working so hard, that one particular stage was enough for me to shine. After that, the entire life turned 360 the next day, bro. It was great. It was great.
I think you just share like your experience, like like the dark side of yourself, and then how you turn the dark side to a shining part, which is first thing you need to have this trust yourself. That's the first thing I would say. That I think you did that well, and of course now you're here, bro, and everyone watching you and everyone listening to you, and especially for those who are upcoming teenagers, right? I think you can be the good role model, and I think most of them, they have started to, like, hi Nair, like, I'm watching your stories and everything, like, they keep telling, they want to say, like, at least you mention his names or their names, so
I think there's lots of questions also left up there actually.
yeah. Okay, bro, one last
Yeah.
question. After that, I think we can end of this our interview, because our interview can up for only 1 hour, so we only have like 10 minutes. All right,
Okay.
so I believe that I saw like a few tattoos. So yeah, there you go. Right. So
Okay.
tell me about that. Like, you're a tattoo lover.
I love tattoos actually. So I initially had my first small tattoo. It's my parents' initial that I have on this side. So because usually in acting and modeling they don't prefer tattoos, we can't do that. So came to a point that I told myself that I'm not going to get into this industry. I don't want to do this. I was very frustrated. So that's where I went and did my first forearm tattoo. So this, I don't know if people can see this. This is clearly it's Vanisha with a football. It's my sister, my one and only annoying creature that I have at home. So it's her name. So I've got about 12 to 13 tattoos all around myself, but of course it's forward.
You're sweet, bro. You're sweet. So nice.
Tattoo is something which is very important. Yep, I like tattoos. I love art, so yeah.
Yeah, you're such a like family oriented person. Yeah, actually that's very nice, because as a person nowadays, like to say like very attached to the family, it's something which is very hard to say nowadays. Like, but I'm seeing you, and you keep saying your parents are the biggest supporters all this while, and I'm so happy. I'm so glad that I'm interviewing you.
much.
At least I can learn from you a lot. Actually.
I've also seen lots of people who come and tell me that they don't have this kind of blessings. They don't have the family support and stuff. So I totally agree with them. So of me keep on saying only family is also unfair. But I would like to say if someone out there, they don't have the family support or they don't have this kind of support around them, don't worry. Believe in yourself. That's the only thing that I do. Most of the time, those side factors which is actually pushing you, but what you need the most is you yourself. You need to believe in yourself. Whatever comes on your way, do it sincerely. That's the only
Yes.
I even though I can't make it happen. So for me, sometimes I try very hard. Like for example, when I went for the very first shoot with Astro, I'll try to finish it very fast because we have about 8 minutes down here.
I think we have like I think around 5 to 6 minutes.
I mean, it's okay. I'll try to finish it fast down here.
Yeah, okay.
So when very first time when Astro called me for a music video shoot, so they asked me to dance Bharadam. So for me it was very fun. I can dance, but I cannot do Bharadam. It's like something that I've never learned in my life. I said, how am I going to do it? They said, no, you go in and grab this thing tonight and tomorrow you need to perform. I said, okay. So overnight I learned something and I went to the shooting spot. I said, no, Hokok group, it's my only opportunity that I have here, so I need to do this outright. So I gave all my best and I made that particular day shoot very well. But what turned the other way around after me completing the shoot was the biggest gift for me. They told me tomorrow come over to Astro. I was like, huh? Why? They said, you come over for Astro, we will have a discussion. I said, okay. When I went there, that was the very first chance that they gave me, and they did a proper audition on me to go into Vallavar. The first hosting opportunity which took place. So I was just thinking, if I would have played and I didn't take serious about that particular dance video, if I would have think that okay it's just another music video, maybe I would have never achieved what I got after that.
Yeah,
so
true.
Don't know which one is blessing, what is coming your way. Grab every single thing and do it 100%. Put your focus and do it. Trust me, bro, everything is in your hand. That's the only thing that I can tell to the youngsters.
Wow, it was nice talking to you, actually, bro. Actually, actually I'm seeing half of myself in you, actually. I mean, not say half. I mean, actually, I'm doing the half of your lifestyle, actually, because I'm family oriented person, and and when I'm listening to your stories, like I can imagine myself, like wow. So like my family, like they did all these things, and especially being positive is one of the biggest, I would say, a treasure hunt for us, because we have to be positive. Positive is the main key for us, I guess.
Very
Yeah. So thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for sharing your experience.
So,
And
thank you so much for inviting me here. I feel so grateful, and you guys are doing a great job. You guys are really inspiring lots of people out there by calling them for this hiking and all these things. The only thing, I also have this page called Peanut Butter Talkies. The most important thing that I would like to tell is there are lots of people out there who still feel very insecure to step out and join the group, come into fitness and join this thing. If people like us can really inspire that kind of group and pull them into the fitness world or the activity world, I think we will have more people joining towards this greatness. Let's continue doing this great job.
all right, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. All right, yeah. So I hope to see you soon, and we try to catch up soon, bro. We got a mama session.
Thank you so much, and a big bye and hi to every single person who came and commented down. I'm so sorry if I missed any of the comment. If there's any questions, please do DM me as well. I'll respond to them later. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Be safe.
Yeah, you
Bye.
too, bro. Okay, bye. Bye. Okay, so that's all for today, guys, and thank you so much for showing your support towards the Gogo Outdoor and about Nevaashan today. And I'm quite impressed and I'm touched as well because when he said that he's a family-oriented person, all right, so I'm touched as well. And so shout out to Gogo Outdoor. Thank you so much for setting up this platform for newcomers and new followers. Okay, and trust me, this page the greater page for the hikers in Malaysia. Okay, so if you guys got any questions, don't hesitate to DM, and hope to see you guys soon. And till then, stay tuned with us, and we have more episodes to go and more celebrities to interview. All right, so till then, take care. Signing off from J Sky. Bye bye.